So hello and welcome back to Black Creative Healing. I'm your host, Natasha Thomas, and the voice you may hear in the background is my kid, Mo. We are back with Bass Monster Tiff this episode, continuing the conversation that we had last time regarding the bass and access to spirit, higher self, whatever terms you use, to address that part of yourself that just knows stuff, and how music can be a tool, or creativity can be a tool, really, for accessing all of those parts of self. We had a blast together in this episode, and I'm sure you'll probably be able to tell. I can't wait for you to see it. And neither can Mo, apparently. So let's get to it. Okay, so we are here. We are about to attempt that which has never been attempted before, at least by us. So you've got your bass.
I got my bass.
And I've got, okay, check this out. So there's the little, like, all the paper behind me, but I've also got all of these pastels and junk, and I'm just gonna go nuts. So the idea, I guess, is that you're gonna play, and I'm gonna make some shit, and chances are I probably might, like, do a little bopping while I'm doing it too, and we'll just see what happens. So I'm opening up my pastels so that they're just, like, readily available for me to use them once we get going. I'm thinking maybe while you're playing, I'll mute my microphone so that you don't get feedback of your sound through the speakers. There might be the tiniest, like, visual delay between what you're playing and what I'm doing, but otherwise, I think we should be good, yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I put like a drum track underneath because I don't ever like play by myself like this.
That's legit. Yeah. Where'd you pull the drum track from? Yeah. Where'd you end up pulling the drum track from? Is it one that you like built yourself somewhere, or?
Made it up. They had like a sequencer, and then I put the Latin instruments on it. So I was just like hit the beats where the beats go on each instrument, and it was there, a track.
That's awesome. What program do you use to do that?
GarageBand.
Perfect. We are all Apple products here. Oh my God. I might be giving myself too many pastel options. Like, this is kind of ridiculous. I've got like these really bright fluorescents, and then I've also got like this one. It's kind of hard to see, but these are like, they're shimmery.
I like.
Yeah. And then I've got, your average everyday primary colors, and we'll just sort of see what happens. So awesome. Okay, so I'm going to move my chair out of the way. Yeah, so that works. You can see that. I feel like it's funny, like I want to do this, but I also feel like viewing the corner of my desk makes it weird, but maybe it doesn't. Maybe this is okay. This is fine.
Whatever.
I'm in my office. That's what happens. Okay, I am going to take this sweater off, though, because I don't want to block, like, I want you to be able to see what I'm doing as I'm doing it, too. And also, my ass. Okay. This is going to be exciting. Okay, I'm going to mute my microphone, and I'm just going to let you do your thing, and we'll just go for as long as it feels natural. Yeah?
Okay.
Awesome.
Good.
All right, here I go.
That works.
Let me unmute myself. I don't even know how long we've been going.
Oh no.
It's like 2:00. Oh man. Look at my hands. That was wild. So let's talk about this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So first of all, I don't know whether this was intentional on your part, but it felt like at some point that what I was doing was influencing what you were doing as well.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, so like it was something that like you started and like spiked the ball into the air, and then we were just like batting it back and forth for 25 minutes.
Yeah. So I'm like, all right, what am I gonna play next? Well, what does that look like? What sound? What does what she's playing sound like? It looks like. It sounds like. And then I just played that.
Yes. What does it look like? It sounds like. It plays like. It sounds like. That was very much my feeling too. It was like, okay, now this is happening. Okay, now that's happening. And it's like, I felt like purple had to be the start color.
Yes, yeah.
Yes, yeah, that's just very you. That's very purple. And the little like hilly thing. And then once the sides started, like the little circles on either side of that divide, each side just sort of took on a life of its own,
I see that.
which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
What is your perception of what this is?
All right. I'm seeing like, all right, we got this like about to be a Rorschach test. Hold on.
It is, isn't it though? Because I'm feeling like I had thoughts as I was making it too.
Yeah. Okay, we got an octopus like under the water, right? And then, but it's got grass and things growing out of it because it's it's grounded, but it's underwater at the same time, right?
Yeah.
Then you got, but it's purple on top, so that's that's your crown shark, and you busting through to the next level, right? Kind of octopus, like I've been growing, right? I've been doing my work or whatever. And then
That's kind of cool because I don't know chakras like you.
Sunshine, how convenient.
That's so great because I really did want to pick your brain about my color choices because I don't know the chakra breakdown like you do. So it's okay. So purple is the color chakra, or is the color chakra. Purple is the crown chakra, you said?
Yeah.
That's like up top, all of your like access to higher self and knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting that I drew it, like you mentioned, the octopus or whatever that creature is, which I also thought of it as like a sea creature, is like busting through, because I did originally craft that line as a boundary, and that's sort of interesting that I did that.
Yeah.
And what's neat about like the music that you created is that I feel like while I initially created this boundary for an arbitrary reason, like I don't know why I originally drew a line, but it felt like you created, and I didn't realize this until I started drawing the blue all around the outside, that you were creating like a musical universe that contained everything. Like even though you took us on a little like musical journey, like we went in variations to like different keys or different like spaces in musical land, it was all part of the same universe, which was kind of a neat realization to come through halfway through this.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I chuckled at one point because I meant to grab the light blue again. Like those flowery things coming out of the octopus are gray. Like,
yeah, they are.
Yeah. And what's weird is when I put the pastel to the paper and I saw what color was coming out, I literally said, "Oh, that's interesting." And that was right around the moment that you started doing this like boom, boom, like thing. That's my imitation of a mace. But yeah, I don't know that gray means anything. I don't know.
It might.
Huh?
I said it might, but I don't know what it means either.
What other
I was playing. I didn't think much when I was playing.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, I would mess up and I'd be like, oh man, I done lost the beat. This beat too complicated. What have I done? But then I just be like, well, here we are. Let's get back on.
Right. And there was never a point where I felt like I was lost musically. So you rolled with it securely enough that I didn't feel like I'd been abandoned, you know. But what other chakra colors are up here? Like, what else did I use that I might not have known I was using?
All right. Well, the green is the heart chakra, right? So that's a good place to grow flowers and roots and shit from.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got the yellow and orange. That's the second and third. The sacral chakra and what's the yellow? The sunshine one. The solar plexus.
Okay. Yeah.
And then so that's like intentions and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Getting what you want, which would be good if you're busting through to the next level.
Yes. Yeah.
That's but cool. Still some green coming out up there too, so your heart's like shining up.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting that green like united the whole thing, that there's green on both sides. There's not orange on both sides, there's not red on both sides, but there's green on both sides, and then blue all around. What's blue's deal?
Blue is your throat chakra.
Interesting. Yeah, and that one's like communication and stuff like that, like how you use your voice, which is interesting that color ends up framing this whole universe.
Interesting. Looks like we did a thing.
We did do a thing, and I'm very excited about the thing. So I'm gonna go clean my hands.
We're gonna take a nap.
Thank you again so much, Tiffany, for doing this. This is so exciting.
Yes.
Thank you all so much for watching this episode of Black Creative Healing. I told you Tiffany and I had fun, didn't I? I love how giddy we are at the end of our art making process together. I'm so grateful to Bass Monster Tiff for engaging in that process with me. Also a very special shout out to Amanda Burke, our patron at the shout out level. The support from my Patreon helps with the time that it takes to do all of this work. But also with some very specific products that we're using, including Descript, which allows us to create closed captions and transcripts, audiovisual transcripts of each of these episodes. So very special thanks to Amanda and all of my patrons for their support in that way. Y'all are actually getting a very special downloadable. Those at the downloadables level for this month will be getting a coloring sheet that is based off of the work that Tiffany and I created here. It's different, it's unique in its own way, but was created as I was watching and listening and rewatching what Tiffany and I make together. So I'm excited to be sharing that with all of my patrons. Patreon.com/NatashaBass. And also at the Memento level for just $1.99 a month, there will also be a little gift for all of you later on this month. So I'm very, very grateful to my patrons who support this page, who support Black Creative Healing and the work, the related work that I do in connection with that. And to all of you who connect and support this work in other ways, sharing it online, being part of these collaborations. I'm hoping going to be opening up for more collaborators soon, so stay tuned for more information about being a Black Creative Healing collaborator. But until then, I'm going to just say thanks one more time, enjoy the holidays, or just your straight up month, whatever month this is that you're viewing this in, now or later. Anyways, grateful for y'all. Thank you, and take care.